guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jasmine Vincent with JV Real TV. Today we're going to be continuing on with the seller selling series. Now we've talked about staging your home with a professional staging company. We've talked about staging your home with the things that you already have in your house. Now this video is going to be for the people who may want to stage their home to sell but don't have a huge budget. I'm going to give you 10 ways to make your home show like a model home for less than $200, and you can get it all done in one weekend. So stay tuned and let's check it out. The first thing you want to do is clear out all the clutter. And I mean anything that looks very junky. You know, if you have a lot of extra papers, that usually makes a room look very messy. Any extra clothing that's out of season, pack it up in a box. You can either place that box in the garage because you're going to be packing anyway when you sell your home, or you can donate it to your nearest Goodwill or thrift store or anything. But just get rid of any of the extra excess things that you probably don't want to take in with you to your next property anyway. The second thing that you want to do is get rid of any evidence of any pets in the home. I know you love Fluffy or little Fufu, but not everyone is a pet lover. And you want to make sure that you appeal to the masses. So with that being said, if it's possible, remove your pets from the home when you have showings. If that's not going to be possible, make sure that they're in an area or location that's clearly marked that it's only going to be for the animals, and that they're not roaming the house or anything like that when you have showings happening at the property. The third tip I have is to get rid of evidence of kids as well. Now, I'm not saying just throw the kids out and tell them, come back after we sell the house. But this just means picking up the toys, putting them in the appropriate place. If there's any markers on the walls or anything like that, make sure you're cleaning that off. Pack your baby gates up, and any excess toys or anything like that, just make sure those are put away and out of sight if possible. Obviously, if it's a child's room, it's going to look like a kid's room, but it doesn't have to look like a complete mess. Clearing out your clutter, it's not only good for the interior of the home, but it's also good for the exterior. So if you have extra lawnmowers that are broken or not in use, if you have a lot of broken lawn chairs or anything that's just excess and not functioning, you want to make sure that you get rid of that prior to listing your home, because in the buyer's mind, they're already going to be thinking that this is not as valuable because it's messy. If you happen to have pavers or stones in the front yard, just make sure they're not sunken down or cracked or anything like that, because they can really make your home look cheap. So that's going to be number 5, is to make sure that the pathway from the driveway or the garage area to the front door is clear and safe and nicely done. Also, one of the tips that I tell my sellers is just pick up a small can of paint. If you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, a lot of times they have the quart size that may have been mismatched or something like that, and they have brought it back. Well, you can use that and just paint your front door. Front door colors are really in right now. Yellows are in, oranges, anything that really pops out and brings more attention to your home can be a really good plus. So that's a really cheap investment that can make a huge difference. Number 6 is going to be paint the rooms that need it. Listen, a little paint goes a long way. Of course, we want to stick with neutral colors. You don't necessarily have to paint the whole entire home if you don't have the budget to do so. Of course, if you do have the budget, that would be my recommendation. But if you only can paint a few rooms, that's fine too. Just make sure that they are done nicely. There is drywall kits or patch kits where you can fix any holes or scratches on the walls, sand it really quickly, paint it, and that's going to be another quick fix that people won't automatically in their minds equate to the home being not very well taken care of or anything like that. Although we know that the home has probably been lived in, loved in, but to someone else coming in, they want to see that it that has been taken care of. So paint the walls that need it and paint the whole house if possible. Number 7 on the list is going to be replacing some light fixtures. Now, the ones that I would recommend the most are going to be the kitchen light fixture and the bathrooms. So the kitchen, if you can do something that, well, it needs to go along with the theme of your home, but something that's trendy right now, it's going to go a long way because people like bright and shiny things. So if you can replace the light fixtures with something modern, if you have a modern home, or if you have contemporary, something contemporary, make sure that it goes with the rest of the flow and the theme of the house. But that can actually make a huge difference. Now, if you don't have the budget to afford a whole new light fixture, consider just changing out the light bulbs and all of the lights in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And that's going to make a huge difference as well. Brightness and light definitely creates a feeling of warmth when people go into your home. So if you can just make those small changes, it can make a huge difference. The 8th thing that I would suggest that you're able to do to increase your value of your property would be to change out the faucets and the spouts in your bathrooms. Now, this can be done by any handyman, but it's going to make a huge difference if a buyer is able to come into the bathroom and you have a nice, swanky looking shower head that has a rainfall water flow in it. It just makes them feel like it's a very luxurious bathroom, or even, you know, the sink, for them to see that it's nice and shiny and it looks new. It puts them in the mindset that they're getting like a great value for their money. So it's in their mind. It's one less thing that they'll have to do when they come into the homes. So number 9 on our list is helping to add to the luxurious feeling in the home as well and make it feel more sophisticated. And that would be to add some more plants or greenery in the home. So you can go by even your local like supermarket and just buy some fresh flowers, put them in a nice vase on the countertop. You can also get some green plants and place them all throughout the home. But this just tells a buyer that you take care of things, because if you're taking care of a plant, you're taking care of a home, and it's just a mind trick that kind of makes them feel like, again, they're getting more of a value. Now, number 10, I touched on a little bit earlier, but I just want to go into more detail, which is adding to the aromatherapy of the home and giving your buyers a sense of really like homeliness. So what that means, in the kitchen, you want to have smells that remind you of food or cooking. So that would include scents like cinnamon, vanilla is a great one. A lot of people like to do baking cookies because it kind of gives you like a cozy feeling, but cookies is great. When it's around the holiday times, I like to use scents like amber and fresh pine in the family rooms, in the living room areas. In the bathroom, I always stick with fresh linen. You can't go wrong. You don't want to have it overpowering because sometimes people can be really sensitive to different scents. So it always needs to be, light. And in the bedrooms, you can switch it up with something a little bit more your taste or your style. Just make sure that it's not too much. So I would just do one plug-in per room and just make it very inviting and enticing. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video with JV Real TV. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see more content like this in the future. If you have any questions or if you have any ideas of videos that you'd like to see in the future, feel free to post them below or send me an email or a message on YouTube or on my Instagram page at JV Exclusive. You can also find me on Facebook, Jasmine Vincent, and lastly on LinkedIn, Jasmine Vincent. Now, if you are a seller and you're interested in having a room-by-room walkthrough to go over how to sell your home for top dollar and what you could possibly sell your home for, then you can give me a call, 704-345-2704, or you can schedule a consultation with me right here at my calendar link here. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.